It's fine.
We'll get everything back up. Get back up. We kind of rushed getting everything, all the equipment up and running here. And looks like we do finally have a connection here. So the 2025 version of Buffalo Wild Wings Coaches Show is now underway, and here we are. We got an excellent connection going there.
Take two.
Take two.
Take two. Well, with the exception of Destin, most everybody knows kind of, sort of, once the districts are released every couple years, what your district schedule is going to be, either home or away, right? I don't know how long in advance they schedule Scambia, the games like that kind of thing, Choctaw. But because of Navarre's success, Bill, they're taking on all comers, not easy opponents. And maybe that factored into last year's 3-7, but you got to play, the team that's in front of you. And
there are a couple changes at the classification, like you mentioned. Destin, they are now in Class 1A District 1 with FAMU, McClay, and North Florida Christian. That district always usually has St. John Paul II, but
right.
They did not have enough.
They're not playing football.
Not fielding a
That's
team
amazing.
this year. And same with Monroe. Monroe 2 years in a row now that they're not fielding a team.
2 years in a row is tough to come
so
back from.
We're down to just two independents with Lighthouse and Rocky Bayou, both of which won state titles last year.
Sure did.
So, and they've already played. Last Friday night was game one for them. And
it was not a jamboree. It was a
I had to make sure because I saw the score,
game.
so I asked the question. And Lighthouse won that game over Rocky Bayou 22-14. Just down the road, I think, over here off of Highway 98.
Yep.
So that game's on. That was the first game of the 2025 season, legit game. Now the rest of us are going to join us. They're going to come to the party this Thursday and Friday night.
Come to the party, yeah. And a lot of good matchups up and down. Our picks, Mariana and Walton. That's a heck of a Chipley, North Florida Christian.
Because North Florida Christian's down. In fact, let's talk about the schedule for this Friday night already. Tomorrow night we got Bay and Ardle, which is going to be, who knows how that game's going to turn out because there's a lot of finger pointing going back and forth between those two schools.
Yeah. Maybe one coach sent parents over, illegal recruiting. Allegedly, the Bay coach has got a kid living with them. I work with a lot of Bay County folks that come over to Walton County, and I've heard the drama. Save the drama for your mama. Arnold's going to beat them at least by 2 touchdowns.
I agree. Joe's going with Bay in that one. I'm still waiting on Paul's pick. I got the rest of Paul's picks, but he didn't give me that Thursday night game. Then our game, Catholic at Navarre, Joe's going with Catholic. Joe's going to get off on the wrong foot unless he knows. Well, he always knows something that we don't know because he always wins the high school picks every year. That's why he's known as the pick wizard.
Well, it's a curveball for Catholic, too. They thought they were coming to Navarre, and now they're playing, in Gulf Breeze, and they get to enjoy the splash zone at Gulf Breeze.
That's lame.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No,
it's appropriate for a Dolphin, I guess, but there's no love lost between Navarre and Gulf Breeze.
No, not at all.
Have you gotten any updates on the volleyball tonight? Have you heard anything on the volleyball updates yet?
I did receive a text, but I didn't read it yet.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, do we play at Gulf Breeze
tonight in volleyball?
Tomorrow, Friday. But do we play at Gulf Breeze when we play Gulf Breeze?
No, they're coming to Navarre this year.
I was going to say that we would be there two times.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not. Our driving schedule is very limited this year. I mean, Santa Rosa and Okaloosa counties, that's it. We don't even go into Escambia County.
Right.
Because all 3 teams that we played from Escambia last year, they're all coming here.
Right.
So our furthest road trip games are Niceville and Crestview.
Correct.
And I can live with that.
About time.
Yeah. Well, let's get on to All of us took Navarre except Joe. He took Catholic. We split down the road with Crestview and Milton. You and I took Crestview.
Wow, that's a war there.
Joe and Paul took Milton.
Milton, I'm telling you.
They have one of the best athletes in the area with Hall. And I heard they're going to put him back at quarterback.
Yeah.
So that should be an interesting game. That
they
game's
gave
always a
Choctaw
battle. Down Highway 90, that's a battle every year between those schools. Then we got Pace going over to Mobile and take on a very, very good Mary G. Montgomery team. And I gave this fact last night. The offensive coordinator for Mary G. Montgomery is none other than former Navarre Raider quarterback Andrew Reeves.
How about that?
From the 2012 team. He took
sure
Navarre to the Final Four for the first time in school history. He's the OC over there at Mary G. Montgomery. We got a split there. You and Paul are taking Pace. Joe and I are taking MGM. You like MGM?
MGM.
I actually thought that was a Montgomery, but they're not. I guess they're over in Mobile somewhere. Then we got Pine Forest at Pensacola. Everybody's taking Pine Forest in that one. Choctaw and Gulf Shores, we got a split there. Joe and I are taking Choctaw. You and Paul are taking Gulf Shores. Fort Walton Beach at Tate. Probably won't be much of a game. We're all going with the Aggies there. Escambia at West Florida. We're all going with the Gators on the road. Gulf Breeze at South Walton. Paul likes to sneak one in there every now and then. He's taking Gulf Breeze on the road. And with their new head coach, Eric Harris. The rest of us are taking the South Walton Seahawks and opening their new stadium this Friday night.
They didn't play. They tried like we did. They were lightning out. They waited a little bit longer than we did, and they did not play their Jambo last week. So this is the blessing. Because they played all their home games last year at our middle school, Emerald Coast Middle School, and lost every single one of them. So maybe they'll have very nice stadium over in at South Walton.
South Walton, right there off of Highway. What is that? 327.
331.
331.
Yeah.
I get all my roads mixed up. You think as long as I lived here, I would.
And by the way, don't look now, but Freeport's high school is getting an identical field.
Wow.
It'll be done in a year.
That doesn't
year and
surprise
a
me because Freeport's growing like a weed right now.
Oh, that is. It is. Y'all talked about it last night.
Yeah. Niceville at Lincoln.
Great contest.
And all of us are taking Lincoln. Even Joe took Lincoln over Niceville. Lincoln played Miami Carroll High School last week in their kickoff classic, and they put a hurting on them.
Yeah, that's what you said. Where was the game?
I think it was on the road down there, down to Miami.
That's a long way, brother.
Yeah. So we're all going with the Lincoln team that might be the best team, one of the better teams in the Panhandle this year. Child's going to Dothan, Alabama. Not a long trip for them. We're all going with Dothan at home. Rickards at Godby. We're going with Godby, all of us at home. Wakulla on the road at Leon. We're all taking the War Eagles on the road. Mariana at Walton. We're all going with the Braves at home under their new head coach.
Look out for Mariana now.
But their best running back transferred to
that's right.
Gadsden County.
Sure did.
Clemens.
And the quarterback
Clemens.
for Walton graduated.
Yeah. So and then we're going to move on over to Mosley. Mosley should handle Rutherford rather easily. We're all going with Mosley at home. Well, it doesn't really matter. It's the Bay Stadium, the county field that they're playing at.
Tommy Oliver Stadium.
Yep.
Home for 3 teams.
And
Mosley's playing a Friday night. Oh my gosh! Call the TV station. Usually Mosley loves playing on Thursday nights.
They do, but
they're actually playing on a Friday night.
But Arnold and Bay are playing on Thursday, but they have their own stadium.
Yeah.
Is that Gavlik Field?
On the it's on the beach.
Yeah. And then we got Chipley going to North Florida Christian. Joe, Paul, and I are taking NFC, and you're taking Chipley on the road. North Bay Haven at Freeport, we're all going with the the Bulldogs at home.
This is going to be a great year for the Bulldogs, I think.
And Gadsden County going to Tift County. Coach Wall's old school that he coached at before he came to Navarre. Joe's going with Tift County. The rest of us going with Gadsden County. Northview and Destin, we have a split here. Paul and Joe are taking Northview. You and I are taking Destin. I look for big things out of Destin this year.
I think so, too. It's Josh Woodham is the quarterback, is it not?
Hampton. Yes. I've had a couple conversations.
Josh is the dad. Hampton is the son.
Yeah, I've had a couple conversations with Hampton. Seems like a very nice young man.
Yep.
We're all going with Baker at Vernon. Vernon's numbers are way down this year. Bluntstown at Liberty County. Looking for Bluntstown to take that one as we all picked them. Central at Franklin County. A resurgent season last year for Franklin County. We're all going to go with them at home. Sneed.
That is a long. What does the Beatles say?
Central.
Long and
Central to
winding
Franklin County.
3.5 hours?
It's 3.5 hours from here.
Ooh.
And then Central is
yonder, up near where Georgia Dog lives.
Yeah. So that will be a long haul for Central. And then we got Sneed's going to Cottondale. This should be a really good game. Joe, Bob, and I are taking Sneed's. Paul's going with Cottondale. Graceville back after a year off the field last year.
Good for them.
They're going to Weewall, another long haul over there.
Yep.
We're all going with the Gators at home. Bozeman at Holmes County, all going with Holmes County in that one. Jefferson County at Maclay. We're going with the Marauders in that one. That would be Maclay, for those that don't know the nickname of Maclay.
I wonder if players from John Paul may have transferred since they don't have a
then
team.
We got Lighthouse going to Jay. Jay's going to have a really good season this year. Paul's going with Lighthouse. The rest of us are going with Jay. We'll get to the college picks later because we're going to head out for commercial break. When we come back, we'll get Coach Bagley in here.
Yep, why not?
And to talk about you want to talk to him?
I'm going to let somebody else. I've got a beverage getting warm, so I'm going to.
Okay. So Seminole Bob.
That's me.
The good-looking one. Irish Bill, Marty along the way. Paul's over there talking with Coach Bagley. When we come back from our commercial break, we'll have Coach Garrett Bagley in his second year for the Navarre Raiders. We'll be right back.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire the right person. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills with the right jobs from the production floor to the front office. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
Kiss the ring, kiss the ring.
You might have messaged me directly.
University Lending Group, located in Harvest Village, is Navarre's local mortgage lender. The buying, building, or refinancing a dream home is in your future. You need to contact University Lending Group. Jennifer Gomes, Stacy Wright, and Sheila Billingham are the loan specialists who have the experience to take you step by step to make your buying, building, or refinancing experiences smooth. So University Lending at 752 Navarre Parkway, Suite 56, or call us at 850-396-0322.
To everyone who loves Culver's, the feeling is mutual. I'm Nicole from Culver's of Cross Plains, Wisconsin. And when I'm serving you a Butterburger, I'm just as happy as you are. I almost get giddy when I hear the sizzle of our fresh beef on the grill. Seeing that smile that comes from a meal made just right, some call it magic, but I like to call it love at first bite. Stop in for a cook-to-order Butterburger and let us make Culver's your happy place.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
Welcome back to the Buffalo Wild Wings with the Coaches Show. With me, I have head coach of Navarre High School, Garrett Bagley. Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
This is the first show of the year. And the season opens on Friday night against Catholic, and we were supposed to play a couple nights ago in the kickoff classic, and weather didn't help us.
No, it didn't. Didn't play in our hand. Hate missing that one. Really wanted to see some kids, battle it out. We got a couple kids in different positions. You can analyze practice film, but you really want to see them in live action, see who's going to make plays. We kind of missed out on that opportunity. But it is what it is. So we'll move on and get ready for Catholic.
Get ready for Catholic.
Yes, sir.
Well, I do want to talk about the team this year, but first of all, let's talk about that game this Friday night. Originally supposed to be a home game, or
Yes.
I guess it's still going to be a home game.
Kind of.
So what's going on there?
We had a mole cricket infestation, I guess. So a couple weeks ago, we had mole crickets get in bad and tore our field up. Worst I've ever seen it. It just is what it is. We ordered sod. All the rain that we've had in Alabama pushed the sod back. It just got laid on this past Saturday. We thought it might be ready. Took a walk out there Tuesday, and we don't feel like it's going to be safe to play. So, instead of chancing that, we went ahead and made an early call so that it's not a big distraction, and found another location, and we're going to go play football.
And we're playing at Gulf Breeze High.
Yes, sir.
Against Catholic. And
Yes, sir.
you and I were talking about that a little bit off air, and routine was the word.
Yeah, routine. I know some people, it's kind of confusing why we're choosing the visitor sideline. One, I think it's just a kind of a commonplace for us. We're trying to stay in a routine. We're going to treat this game as much like an away game as possible. We've been going to Navarre High School and Gulf Breeze High School, and playing them on the road for a really long time. We've gotten our routine down. So instead of, in football, especially high school, these young men have a lot going on, so we try to limit distractions as much as possible. So instead of going to an awkward sideline and an awkward locker room, we're going to find some common ground and just try to, go through our routine. We know how to be a visitor over there. We know our locations, how long it takes us to walk places. We have our routine, so we want to get the boys in a routine so they can focus on football and not the distractions of, new elements, if you will.
If I remember correctly, the last two times we played there, we've won.
Yes, sir.
So just
keep
that going. All right. So before we get into the actual team and the players this year, you went to camp this year, second year in a row. You went to.
It's awesome. Camp Koinonia.
I couldn't remember the name. I knew it was begins with an M. The town it's in.
It's up in Munson. North Milton. It's kind of cool story. Maybe I told it last year. It's actually where I went to for football camp my high school years. Just a funny coincidence. A guy I graduated with, I say his name, Mike Price, man, great guy. Go to Grover's up in Milton, get you some chicken when you get a chance. He owns that spot. Anyways, I played ball with Mike. I found out he bought that location for his family, and I asked him if any chance we could go back out and take my football team there for camp, and he loved it. So this is the second year, just out of the kindness of his heart, he's let us go out there and use his facilities. So it's great. We get the guys out in the element, kind of, a lot of team bonding going on. There's a creek there, there's cabins. It's the whole, kind of old school camp vibe.
It's a great spot.
Yeah, I love it.
I got to ask, were there as many spiders this year as?
Probably. I think the amenities, I think the facilities might have been a little bit improved, but I don't want them much more improved, to be honest. I think it's good for them to get out of their comfort zone a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, it sounds like it's a great bonding opportunity, and it's good.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's an element that they're just not in much anymore. We take their cell phones from them when they get on the bus and head up there, and we don't give it to them until they get back to school. So
that's great.
It's funny, kind of walking behind them on the way to the creek and stuff, how, every once in a while it would dawn on them like, dang, I ain't been on my phone all day. It strikes them as different, so it kind of forces them into some bonding and having conversations. And, doing things that you and I probably did when we were their
Yeah.
age. That it's just different times.
I remember last year you had kids' room that normally don't hang out with each other.
Yeah,
and
we kind of did the same thing this year. The coaches did a little different. When we go up there, we compete a lot, so we break into 8 different teams. We actually came here to Buffalo Wild Wings, me and the coaches staff, and we had a draft. So the the coaches drafted kids.
That's pretty cool.
What we do is we created a point system. I bet we had 20 different competitions, from rock skipping to joke telling to tug of war. We do a pump, pass, and kick competition. We just come up with as many different competitions as possible. Winners get points, losers get deducted points. So the coaches obviously want to win. Winners got a T-shirt. Losers, it's a mile. I think it's like a mile, maybe a little over, from the highway to the practice fields.
Okay.
So the losing team has to run the mile back out on the way out from camp. It's a hot mile, but so it's kind of a little prize.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk this year's team. I'm not as familiar with this year's team as I was the last couple of years, but you got a young team still, but a bunch of guys back who had some experience on the field.
I think it's a great mix. I've been asked about it. We were extremely young last year, but we were young and inexperienced. So I feel like this year we're kind of in a sweet spot to where we're still young. We're playing a lot of juniors, but a lot of those juniors had a lot of playing time last year. So, it's kind of it's just a position I don't think you're in a whole lot. You're either old and experienced or you're young and inexperienced. And just the situation we were in last year, we got a bunch of sophomores, a lot of playing time. That I think it's going to pay off.
And your quarterback is back, too. He had a whole year last year on the field. And
that's the spot you want a returner, right?
Yep.
So we got a returner, Roman Marshall there. He's been doing a great job, really productive. I think you can see things slow down for him this year. I think last year, things were still kind of fast on the field. He looks a lot more comfortable. He's making better decisions. I think he's got a better understanding that we don't have to hit a home run every play. We can take our bases as we get them and move down the field.
He looks a little bit, the little I've seen of him, a little bit bigger and stronger, too.
He's you might not expect it, but listen, Roman's a great athlete. He has a gymnastics background. He loves the weight room. He loves Olympic weightlifting. He's a strong kid, and I think his hard work in the off season, he really developed a love for Olympic weightlifting, and I think it's paid off. He's got good mobility. He's always had that, but he's gotten a little bigger, a little stronger, and hopefully that keeps him healthy. That definitely helps, and it's going to make him a little harder to bring down.
I remember the transition. I remember the transition when Hunter Feaster a couple of years ago between junior and senior year. A little bit more dramatic in terms of the weight he put on relative to Roman, but kind of the same thing. They went through their body developed. They become
you got
young
different frames, but I mean proportionately, Roman has put on some good mass in the off season. He's earned all of it too.
It's funny. I walk in through the field house, and you guys have the Super Raider board up, and I saw his name is at the top of the list.
He's there, yeah. And, that's kind of a combination of strength and speed it takes to get on that board, and he earned it. He's one of I think we had about four guys up there this past off season, so that's good.
That's great. Now, O-line, that's where you got a strength this year. A lot of those guys got a ton of playing time last year. There's some size there.
Yeah, they're really that position we're talking about. I mean, it's kind of a universal, but especially O-line. I think there was times we started 4 sophomores last year, so you can't – those game reps are so valuable. I mean, you can practice your tail off, and it's important, but there's nothing like a game rep. So for those sophomores to get that much playing time last year, I think it's going to pay dividends this year. So, yeah, we're a bunch of juniors going to get a lot of playing time, but they're experienced and makes them more confident in what they're doing. So, and they're bigger and stronger. They were a decent-sized group last year, but, I think one of our strengths as a program is the weight room in the off-season, and that group definitely is, an example of that.
I remember, Peyton Robinson, Zevin Jones, Kyle Hughes. As Jared Hoyla.
You got Connor Bates.
Oh, I forgot about Connor.
Jared Hoyla.
Yep.
I hope I'm sorry if I'm forgetting any, but that's a crew of returners right there.
Receivers. So I know Marquez is playing some offense this year. Marquez White.
Yeah, we always knew he was a dynamite athlete. We just, last year he played corner for us. And, obviously we knew Zeke was a phenomenal corner. We weren't really sure what we had after that. Luckily, later in the season, Jaden Jones comes on and shows us that he can play ball. And so now what that's allowed us to do is put Quez in a position where, we're really tapping in and making the most of his athleticism. We got him out at wideout, and we kind of saw it last year in some scout looks, running scout. He'd get over there and have fun and run some routes. And we're like, that dude can go get the ball. And, man, it's one of the better moves we made this offseason. He's doing a great job. He's going to make a lot of big plays.
That's great. Who's at tight end this year?
Got a
couple tall guys.
We got some big boys, yeah. Right now, Walker Bridges
That's right.
probably be leading that little drive there. He's another one been working hard. He's just naturally a big kid. Tucker Williams is another one. He's a monster.
He's only a sophomore, right?
He's just a sophomore. Yeah, he's got – I still think a lot of growing to do, filling out. He's definitely got a great frame. Heath Gibson is another big boy we got there. He's currently injured, but, he had a really good offseason and made a lot of improvements. So we're pretty deep at tight end right now.
That's awesome. All right, flipping to the other side of the ball, that's probably an area where you did lose a bunch of seniors last year to graduation.
Lost a couple, yeah. Yeah, some good ones. Huh?
None that I can think of.
Yeah.
Just kidding. But you got D-line. You got obviously Bryce Wheeler coming back, who's phenomenal.
D-line is kind of in the same situation as the O-line, maybe not so extreme, but we've got a lot of returners coming back on the D-line that got experience last year. Bryce Wheeler being one of those. He's a phenomenal player. Matt Lee is another guy that was a sophomore last year that got a lot of playing time. So he'll be a junior this year, and he's gotten really big. Mark Wilden's a guy who his effort in the weight room, he's probably had one of the best transitions from last year to this year physically. He's gotten to be big and strong, so we see him helping a lot. We got a sophomore, Ryu Hess. He's currently got a collarbone fracture, but we're excited to, for everything that he's going to bring to the table. We got some guys that can play, and we got a bunch of young guys that don't have the experience from last year, but that I think are going to contribute as well. So yeah, we got a lot of depth on the D-line, including a couple freshmen that we think they're gonna get on the field, and I think they're going to contribute.
Like if I remember some of the names, like Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron Manuel.
That's right.
Potentially, who knows? We'll see, but I think he's going to get his shot. He'll get an opportunity. Walmsley.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Yeah, big Walmsley. He's a phenom.
Yep.
That guy could go play left.
What's his first name?
Yeah.
I would ask you that. Sorry. Walmsley.
Yeah.
I do remember him from the NYSA.
The big kid, the big freshman.
Yeah.
That's who he is.
All right, linebacker Rowan's coming back. Obviously, Rowan Strom.
Man,
and
he's looking so good right now.
That's good.
It's cool to see these kids bust their tail. Some of them don't get a shot until they're a senior, and then they make the most of it. He's an example of that. He played behind two phenomenal linebackers last year behind Spence and Vinny. He had to wait his turn, and I'm telling you, there's some that it's an easy thing to do when you're behind somebody to just kind of go through the motions. You're not the dude that people are expecting, to carry the weight, and I think it's easy just to kind of wait out your turn. Strom he's been locked in. He has put in effort. He is very savvy. He is just, you can tell he has paid attention from the guys last year, and he's stepping right into where he needs to be. Yeah,
he's a thumper too. He's got a little bit more size than.
He's a big boy. He's another one. He loves the weight room. He loves that Olympic lifting. He's had physically a lot of gain in the off season, all muscle. And that keeps him fast.
Yeah, for sure.
And right now, you said it. He's a thumper. He's throwing his weight around a little bit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Defensive backfield, Zeke obviously coming back. Zeke's a freak. He's a junior this year, right?
He is a junior, yeah, and he's one that.
You got a lot of juniors and sophomores.
Yeah, he's sophomore last year, got started whole season as far as I know. Maybe an injury in there somewhere. But
in the beginning, I think he missed a couple games, but then he came back.
Yeah, so he's a junior. He's in that boat, right? He's a junior with a ton of playing time. So he's super confident, and he's He's an awesome kid, man. He brings a lot of energy
Oh,
to
yeah.
the table for us. He's a great, fun guy to be around. The other one, Jaden Jones, I know we talked about
Yep.
him earlier.
He's only a
corner.
sophomore.
He's a sophomore, but got a lot of playing time as a
Yeah,
freshman.
he did. He did.
So that's another one. Then you got a handful of safeties that are kind of in the strum position. They were playing behind some seniors last year, but I think they know what to do, and we're going to let them battle it out. There's a handful of them. Curtis Sanders, I know.
Yep.
We're talking offense earlier.
I forgot about talking about running backs.
Yeah,
Right,
he'll
yep.
be our starting running back, but he's also our starting safety right now. I have a feeling. I think this is going to happen. I think we're going to have some guys step up at safety and allow him to maybe put a little bit more effort and focus on running back, which would be, I think that'd be good for the team if we can get that done.
He's another one. I forgot about running back, and he's another kid that I've watched for a long, long time. What's great about this group is I've watched all these guys since they were at the NYSA. They're 7, 8 years old. And some of these guys have played a long time. Special teams, Jack Byers back in terms of kicking and
yeah, so we got a returner there. I hope I'm not wrong, but that's another junior with a lot of playing time last year at kicker. So, that's another spot, and that confidence goes a long way, especially with that pressure, Fields position. We're good to have him back. I tell you, one of our strongest weapons in special teams right now is Jacob Bishop.
Oh, he can punt, man. That kid can boom the ball. I forgot about him. He's a senior, right? He's
college coaches are busy right now, but man, somebody needs to get their hands on that kid because he can do it. He is a weapon just in himself. He can flat kick.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. All right, so a couple of things to wrap it up. I want to talk about your second year, but I also want to talk about Catholic a little bit.
Sure.
Keep playing Catholic. 2 years ago we beat them. Last year they beat us. I think that's right. I think I have that right. Maybe they beat us 2 years ago. No, actually, 2 years in a row we lost in overtime.
Okay. Well, I know. Okay, so it's 2 in a row for them.
Yeah, 2 in a row.
Yeah, I just, I got last year burnt in my head. That was
it was a tough one.
Yeah, it was a tough one. So that's good. Learn from it and
move on.
Keep a little chip, and
Yep.
Let's go do it.
But they've had, if I read what I read in the paper, I think they've lost a bunch of kids to transfers. And I know they're still talented, but
I've heard it, but
you don't pay attention to that.
Nah,
so.
not really. I mean, we'll watch them on film and try to get some tendencies from them. But at this point in the season, it's still all about us.
Yeah.
I mean, what film do you have of them, right? I mean, we got a spring game. We got a kickoff classic, but that's vanilla, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's showing a whole lot. So, I mean, even just this week, we've really just been trying, of course there's game planning, but, majority of our focus has been just trying to get better at doing what we do. So that's kind of our focus this year.
All right, so I got to ask you, second year of the program.
Yeah.
You've obviously last year, I don't want to say you were never overwhelmed, but it was the first time going through it. You learned a lot. But this year, and I hope you don't mind me saying this, but in addition to being your second year, going through, you're also got an addition coming to the family.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
So you've got a lot going on.
My wife Anna and I are expecting our third baby girl in September. Timing is impeccable right there. No, we're good, man. I'm blessed to live in Navarre. It's such a beautiful community. We get so much help, from just everybody. Everybody pitches in, and I just so fortunate. So we'll get it done,
I know, no doubt.
Yeah, it's busy, but that's all we know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's all good. We're excited. Just exciting times.
And in terms of the second year, you feel like you learned a lot in that first year. And I'm not talking X's and O's. I'm talking just running the program.
Yeah, I mean, somebody asked me, is it still what you thought it was? Like, I knew exactly what it was, But yeah, I think the first year it was kind of about, look, Jay Walls, hats off to him. I mean, what a phenomenal coach. He's just stand-up guy. He's a great football coach. I learned so much from him. He runs a great program. He did a great job. We have a lot to owe Jay Walls. That first year, I didn't want to come in and have a big ego and these are all the changes I'm going to make. You know what I mean? Why? It wasn't broke. Wasn't trying to fix it. Yeah, Now, I will say I had that mentality last year. Like, it's your first year. I know I'm not, Nick Saban yet. So let's just, let's go with what's been working, and keep the ship afloat. This year, I feel like now with a year under my belt, I'm more comfortable to say, okay, let's put
Put
my
your
little
stamp on it a
spin
little
on
bit.
it, or there's been things for a long time that I wanted to implement, and now we're starting to put some of those in action, and we'll see how those decisions turn out. Hopefully
Well,
good.
I wish you the best of luck
Thank you
this
very
year.
much.
Head coach Garrett Bagley, Navarre Raiders, the second year of the program, and
Hey, can I give a shout out?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, my coaching staff, our coaching staff, I should say. We made a decision. We dissolved the freshman program, and we went with a JV.
Forgot to ask about that.
Yeah, so we went with a 2-team instead of 3 for various reasons. It's a long conversation. We just felt like it was best for our program. I thought that, and the only way I felt like we could work it out was to take advantage of our late starting time. We don't start school till 9:10, so I felt like we could get us some practice in the morning, and we get us some practice in the afternoon. But I wanted to do it with the same staff, so there was a lot of continuity there. We developed relationships with guys as freshmen that last the same. I mean, there's so many pros to it. It would just be if they were willing to do it, And man, when I kind of questioned the guys and asked them if that was something they would be willing to do, nobody hesitated. Just right now we're all going 2-a-days, right? We're practicing in the morning with varsity, practice in the afternoon with the JV, and I'm just very thankful to work with the guys that I work with because they're dedicated and they get after it. There's no complaining, and they're pulling a lot of weight right now, putting in a lot of hours, and I'm just very thankful for them.
So I'm glad you brought that up, and we'll end with that, but because I forgot to ask you about that. But to just give a shout out to the coaches. You've got yourself. You've got Brandon Lawson.
Yeah, Lawson's his second year DC. I also named him assistant head coach.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's just phenomenal coach. Loves the kids, enthusiastic. He's the real deal, right? So sticking with, he's also the DC. We've got some moves going on. Coach Benjamin has been our longtime D-line coach. I'm doing linebackers this year, which is what I've always done before I took this. That was at least for me mentally, a great decision, right? I feel a lot better. I don't like sitting back and watching other people work. Lawson's always done secondary. Jamie Jones is corners. We moved Coach Whited over from tight ends. He's over there helping our nickel backs. We got a community volunteer. I want to send a shout out to Sean Helwig. He's been a guy who helped us with freshmen in the past, and such a sharp guy. We felt like we were kind of wasting him. Initial plan was for him to be my assistant at linebacker, so if I got pulled away, there was somebody to step in and keep things moving. But man, he's so sharp. I think it's out there. It's not a secret. Coach Benjamin is moving on, so Lawson is coming from secondary down to D-line, and then Helwig's going to take over safeties. Leave Jones out at corner and Whited at nickel, what we call star. So that's the defensive side of the ball. Bunch of great guys working hard. Defense looks great. Offensive side of the ball, Coach Gannis is our OC again. He also works with the O-line. Coach Benjamin is actually working with O-line a little bit too right now. He's basically only O-line until he leaves, but trying to get us caught up a little bit on offense there. Brad Rhodes on tight ends and Fs. We got Coach Hemme at running backs, and Lee Jones we have at wide receiver. So,
and Coach Wilson.
Thank you very much, Coach Wilson. I apologize.
No.
He's moved over from linebackers. We put him at quarterbacks, and that was I think we gained a lot of knowledge.
Sharp mind and knowledge,
he's a sharp mind,
sure.
he's a smart guy, so I think we gained a lot by pulling him over there. Feel
awesome.
really good about the moves staff-wise. I think those are starting to pay off too.
That's great. Well, hey, good luck. Best of luck to you,
Thank
and
you,
look forward to a great
year.
year.
Good to see you again.
You too. And thank
sir.
you. And Garrett Bagley, head coach of Navarre Raiders.
Go
We'll take
Raiders.
a break, and we'll come back. Thank you.
Well, hopefully you enjoyed the interview between Paul Villanova and Coach Bagley as we get ready for Coach Bagley's second season at the helm in Navarre. And this is not Bob, so don't adjust your camera at home. This is Marty Wilson checking in.
What's going on, everyone?
What I love about the Wednesday night show is all four of us. It gives us time so we can get out and mingle here in the crowd.
That's right.
And we will have players on and other coaches, and we'll even get band members and ROTC members in here as well. And we would like to present the whole Friday night experience right here at Buffalo Wild Wings.
I'll tell you what, Bill, the hospitality that we receive here is spot on every single night, no matter who's serving.
This is our third year here.
Yeah.
Hard to believe already. And every year we have a new server or new hostess, and I tell you, their customer service here is outstanding.
We're extremely grateful.
And the food's even better.
It is. And then it's being surrounded by so many military members in the community is a plus as well. Obviously, Bill and I both retired Air Force veterans. Always good to feel like we're at home in here. The military
most definitely.
And Sistren.
And you know my saying, a stranger is only a friend I haven't met yet. And everybody that comes in there, I talk to people. I like talking because I can't get a word in edgewise at home. Sorry, hon. I didn't say that out loud.
I'll tell you what, y'all. Bill Hamill has some of the best people skills that I'm serious, that I've witnessed in a long time. You know, been around some incredible leaders and some really good people. So it's always good to see how you interact with everyone, Bill. I love it.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the age. I mean, we work out with as early as 12. We had a 8-year-old, a young lady that did gymnastics.
Oh, yeah.
Haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah.
But we're doing great things over at Legacy Athletics, over at Navarre Fitness, and we just talk a little bit about what's going on with Legacy Athletics and what direction we're going.
Yeah, so we have a really good relationship with Navarre Fitness. We have been there for about a year and a half, and we've grown exponentially. So we're actually we're in a transitional period right now. We have developed a good relationship with Gold Point Latin School. Miss Diane Hammer and Amanda Crumpler, the athletic director, invited us over about 6 months ago, and we developed a relationship with them and the school the last 3 months. We were there for the entire summer. Had all of our coaches do some background information, communicate with the staff, and now we're going to be going over there full time. We're just waiting on a few things to take place for the transition, but we're super excited about the opportunity. We're extremely blessed that Navarre Fitness has partnered up with us the last year and a half.
Most definitely.
Because it was an 18 and up gym, Bill. They didn't – honestly, the vision was not to have young athletes or anybody under 18 in the gym at all. So being able to partner up with Todd, Chip, and Dave, they've been incredible for us, and we're excited about the future at Gold Point Latin School.
Most definitely. I paid my first visit over there last night, and for those of you that just see the front building as you're going by, that's not all that's there.
Out there on
they have two gymnasiums. They have a soccer field. They have a baseball and softball field back there as well. And their volleyball program at Gold Point is legit.
Absolutely. They have some hidden gems as far as athletes go. And our entire staff, myself, Bill, Zamir, Ashley Tomley, we're super excited. I didn't mention a few coaches, but
Clay, Damon, and
Brandon. We are very, very excited about the potential of the school, and we're looking forward to helping develop not only the athletics that they already currently have, but potentially we could have a weightlifting team there as well. So very, very excited. And we also have two athletes that are at Navarre currently, Bryce Wheeler and Peyton Robinson, that have already been leading the young athletes that are in our area. But specifically, they're going to be there with us to help develop Gold Point Latin School as well. So we're going to be a community that's really tight, organized, and well-developed. We're super excited about the opportunity.
Most definitely. It says, can you shout out Coach Gardner? We forgot him. Okay, we'll do that. I think I just did. Hey, Coach Gardner.
Coach
shout
Gardner.
out, Coach.
Shout out.
He coaches all the kickers for Navarre, kickers and punters. And he does a great job. I think he's like in his third or fourth year at Navarre, and he does great things over there. I want to send a shout out to I have not yet given a shout out to my grandkids, so I need to do that. They're in bed now, but they can watch it tomorrow. My grandson Jared, 2.5, and my beautiful granddaughter Sadie, she's 1, and she's a terror now that she is walking.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Gotta love the grandkids.
Getting their little bumps and bruises along the way.
I don't have any yet. I don't know if I'll have any for a while. All of my my 4 adults now.
They're busy kids.
They are busy. 3 in college, 1 in the Air Force. So I'm not sure if I'll have any soon, but I'm looking forward to it.
And
whenever
your
it does
daughter's
happen.
in Japan right now?
Absolutely. Yeah, my youngest daughter, Jerice Wilson, shout out to you. I love you, beautiful. She's out in Misawa, Japan. She's an airfield manager out there. Extremely intelligent. She's doing really big things out there. Looking to be promoted soon here to NCO.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. When I was promoted to NCO, I was a buck sergeant. A year as a senior airman, and then off to becoming a buck sergeant. I think I was one of the last buck sergeants in the Air Force. And it seemed like for a while I was going to be one of the oldest staff sergeants too.
Oh,
but
stop it.
Still made it to master sergeant, and that's where God intended me to be.
Yeah, same here, Bill.
And but we got great things in store coming up this year. Hopefully we'll have a Raider team that we're proud of them every year.
We are
for the effort that they put in, but hopefully that will catapult into a winning season this year for Navarre. And who knows, maybe a district crown. But we got a couple of teams in our way with Pace and Milton and Tate. So they got a lot to say about that.
Hey, thanks, Debbie. She said congratulations on the new location. We appreciate you. I haven't started picking teams yet. I will do it soon. Bill and Paul Villanova actually communicated with me about that. And pretty soon I'll get on there. I'm super competitive, so I don't want to lose, Debbie. So I got to get my knowledge up.
Yeah, we brought in. At first it was just Bob and I doing picks, and then we brought in Joe, and then last year we brought in Paul.
Young Paul.
But Joe has been dominating the high school picks for about the last 3 years, hasn't he, Bob? That's why we call him the pick wizard.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to it. I got to learn from him, learn from you. I'm excited about it.
He does a lot of research. I think he works over in the 33rd wing on Eglin.
I know that.
I think he's arms troop, I believe.
Okay.
But he's been in this area for a long time. We've known each other, but he's been kicking our butts for a long time.
Yeah.
But I got to college last year, but he got the high school regular season and playoffs, and then Joe got the college playoffs, the bowl games and playoffs. So he took 3 out of 4 last year. So we are gunning for Joe this year.
Yeah, Bill, I love the competitive spirit. Honestly, that's the thing. One of the things I love about being around you the most is how we compete daily against ourselves.
Yep.
Not necessarily anyone else, and it just elevates the team. And I can feel that energy from Coach Bagley. It feels different. Even when we were at the game on Friday.
This is his 21st year at Navarre.
Yeah, man.
19 years as an assistant. He was an assistant coach to Coach Lashley.
Yeah.
And there's a picture I think that Coach Lashley posted of Coach Bagley and his 4-year-old son Gavin back in 2011. And now Gavin's a senior at Catholic. He'll be playing wide receiver and defensive back for Catholic. This year we'll get to see him on Friday night over now in Gulf Breeze.
Yeah, Coach Bagley doesn't even seem like he's aged since I've been here.
I know.
I've been knowing him for a while. My oldest
he looks
son,
the same.
He does. Honestly, my oldest son, Jalen, played for him. He loved him. My youngest son, Joshua, played for him. Brady played for him as well, right?
Yeah.
Your son? And they all love him.
Yeah. In fact, Brady's favorite coach was Coach Bagley.
Yeah. Man,
and,
he has street credibility.
He's tough.
Yeah.
He's a tough coach.
But this is the thing.
But if you do your time and do your effort, he's going to love you right back.
He's the people's champion. I mean, Coach Lawson as well. It's a lot of great coaching on the Navarre staff. But once the position became open, all of the athletes, current and in the past that I knew, even Brady, they were like, it's unquestioned. We need to hire Coach Bagley.
I actually watched the 2006 season was Coach Lawson when he graduated, 2006. So that's how long I've been around here. That was only like the 7th year of the Navarre program in 2006. But Coach Lawson, he played defensive back for Navarre. He's an alum of Navarre, and he's got one of the craziest beards I've ever seen.
Yeah, his energy is crazy too. I love how the secondary guys, especially the veterans, how much they love playing for Coach Lawson. You hear about the meetings and them discussing the game plans and, how well he not only sees and visualizes the game, but how he communicates to the players.
Well, Debbie says they like to pick on Paul. But you know what, Debbie? When I was a young kid, my mom always told me, if somebody's picking on you, that means they like you.
Yeah, that's right.
So we love Paul.
Yeah.
Despite all his quirkiness and all of our quirkiness, we get along great. We love being around each other. That's why I wouldn't have him here if I didn't like being around you guys.
Yeah, once again, the positivity and the competitive spirit, the excellence behind the team here.
We got the young guy here.
Yeah,
And then we got 3 guys in their 60s.
The young buck. I'm close to 45, though. Not too young, but I am the young guy bringing it up the rear, and I'm extremely blessed and fortunate to be a part of the team. And I'm going to do everything I can to bring value to the Irish Build Network and also the entire community. We'll keep rolling.
And Debbie, I will not, no matter how much you ride me for not saying Alabama's thing, I'm not going to say it because it will cost you if I do.
Oh, man. That's funny.
Because they're the thing, because Notre Dame and Alabama, they just don't get along. Even though Notre Dame has the winning record against Alabama, one of very few teams that has a winning record against Alabama.
Yeah.
And but they've gotten the best of us lately. I think it's 5-3 now. But the one fact that always got me is they said Bear Bryant was always the best coach, but he never beat Notre Dame.
That's an interesting fact.
He was
I didn't know that.
He was 0-5 against Notre Dame.
I did not know that, Bill.
Never beat Notre Dame.
The way people talk about him, you would figure he never lost a game.
And Nick Saban rode Notre Dame like a beaten horse.
Yeah.
Man, the 2 times that they played.
I'll tell you what. So I'm a Georgia fan, y'all, and I couldn't stand Alabama, to be honest with you. And then I was fortunate enough to go to a college camp, the Nick Saban football camp, about 5 years ago. And I got around the culture and the environment, and I completely understood why Nick Saban was so successful, y'all. His discipline, attention to detail, how they organized their practices, how the players responded to their coaching. It was, bar none, some of the best that I've ever seen. So I didn't leave a fan of Alabama, Bill, but I surely had way more respect for them than I did before.
Well, Coach Saban's the GOAT.
Yeah.
And college football coaches.
As a young man,
you don't have to like him.
Yeah, I see my team losing him all the time. So it's like it was a natural feeling. I'm a Georgia boy, so naturally I just had a little distaste for Alabama. But once I got around the culture and saw how they organized and how they worked, I had no choice but to at least be inspired and respect them.
But Debbie, I'm going to throw something out at you. It was Nick Saban's first year, I believe, back in 2008 or 2009 or 7. They played a team out of southern Louisiana Monroe, came into Tuscaloosa and knocked off Nick Saban and Alabama. Who's the second team on your schedule this year in 2025? That would be none other than the University of Louisiana Monroe, coming back to the place where they knocked off the mighty Tide back in 2007.
The Crimson.
So will history repeat itself? I think not, but you never
know.
Tell.
They lost to Vanderbilt last year. I hate to bring that up.
Vanderbilt's a different team now.
That's true.
And they got their stadium almost back. And it's beautiful what they've done, the renditions in Vanderbilt. They have the money. They should have redone that stadium a long time ago.
Yeah, I think the parity. We talked about parity last night on the show.
And not even at the D1 level, D2, D3. Players just want to play.
Yeah. And honestly, the next 3 to 5 years is not going to be surprising to see an upset like when Appalachian State beat Michigan. Quite a few years ago.
No one saw that one coming.
Nobody saw that coming.
No one saw it.
But I feel like now, Bill, especially with the quarterback talent on each level and the coaching, I don't foresee being, surprised, if you will.
No one saw Boise State beating Oklahoma in the Sugar Bowl.
That was a really good game. Man,
that was a really good game. Ran the Statue of Liberty play to a T to win that game on a 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
But, you never know when Uncle Mo is going to take a turn and go against you, but it does happen.
Yep, it does.
So we got some college games coming up this weekend. Idaho State and UNLV. UNLV is what a great year they had last year, losing to Boise State in the championship out there in the Mountain West. Iowa State and Kansas State are going across. They're probably already over there.
Yeah.
They're over in Dublin, Ireland to get their seasons, both ranked teams. Fresno State at Kansas. The Jayhawks.
Exciting.
Rock, Hawk, Jayhawk.
Yeah.
I always mess that one up. Sam Houston State up in Division I now, moving up from FCS to FBS.
I heard they got a little money out there at Sam Houston.
Just in Texas in general.
Got a little oil money?
Like Texas Tech. I mean, they basically bought their team this year.
Yeah.
And they're going to Western Kentucky. Bowling Green to Kentucky, right as you cross the border out of Tennessee. It's right there. Great places to eat there in Western Kentucky. And Stanford going on a hardship game in their first game heading out to Hawaii.
Man, I'm looking forward to two things. So I was actually stationed in Hawaii for about 4 years. And also they have a running back from the local area. From Choctaw,
Cole Tabb plays for Stanford.
I think
Stanford,
he's the second running back.
He's the number two running
back
on the depth chart.
Yeah, true sophomore.
And he's about my height.
Yeah.
But I tell you, you look at his legs.
He's an absolute freak.
They look like tree trunks.
Yep.
And they
Heck of a young man.
And they got another young man over there at Choctaw this year with Von Keller.
Yeah, Von Keller. Yeah.
Oh, they are loaded over at Choctaw this year.
Communicating with the individuals from Do Work Sports out in Pensacola, y'all, we have a media team in Pensacola that does some great coverage in the local area. They're really high on Von Keller, so I'm excited about seeing him play. I love Choctaw because not only do they have a lot of great players and some really good coaching, we also have some young athletes that was in Legacy Athletics, mainly young Jabari Weeks. Super excited to see him play as well. He's playing at middle linebacker. So right now, not only are they good in the trenches, but they have really good skill positions as well.
But there is a game that we get to watch this weekend. I don't know if it's on regular TV, but the IFL Championship is this weekend as well.
Yep.
As Navarre's Quentin Randolph should have been the MVP of the league, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What a year he had. Broke all the records out there for the Vegas Nighthawks.
Yep.
They're going up against the Green Bay Blizzard. Is that a not appropriate name for Green Bay?
Yeah, it is a appropriate name. Yeah, it is.
But
I've been to Wisconsin.
Being Green Bay, you know I will never.
I've been to Wisconsin.
Like Bama, Debbie, I will never, ever root for Bama or anything resembling Green Bay. So I will be rooting for the Nighthawks in that one. Another great year for Quentin Randolph.
Q, if you're watching, we all feel like you should have an opportunity in the National Football League really soon. We're proud of you. Thank you for representing Navarre the right way and being a professional.
And if they don't think they're just wrong. They don't think you can make it. They're just wrong.
Yeah.
I've been watching you since your sophomore year in high school, and you've only gotten better and better. And that championship game performance you put on in the D2 championship game.
Clutch.
Oh, man, against Minnesota State, I
Clutch.
believe it was.
Clutch.
200-plus yards in the first half.
Yeah. Man,
And what a game by Austin Reed, our four-string quarterback for the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
I seen him play in high school in St. Augustine, and then a chance. He started out at junior college, then came back to UWF and finished up at Western Kentucky. And he's a talent, and I hope someday he gets an opportunity to be a starter in the NFL.
He will. It's coming.
But so we got a lot. We have a lot of players playing at the next level. We got your son taking a gap year this year.
Yeah.
Will be at UWF next year.
He's grinding, though. He's getting bigger. I didn't think it was possible.
Nate Hansen took his gap year last year.
Yeah.
I thought he was done playing football, but he's up in Wisconsin now.
That
I'll root for you because you're ripping college. You're nowhere near Green Bay.
That was a pleasant surprise, though.
Yes.
You know someone I think he could be close to, similar to, is Cooper Kupp.
There's a couple of stats that I always remember about Navarre players. Dante Wright's senior year, he had 3 straight games where he caught a touchdown pass on the first play of the game.
I was at all those games too.
And also another stat that I like to put out there, Nate Hansen, his senior year, he touched the ball 3 times in the game.
Scored 3 touchdowns.
58-yard run and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Yeah.
And he was our Ian Lockwood player of the game that night.
He was so talented. He didn't get overshadowed, but I think having Terrence Marshall out there, by his side, really opened up a lot of opportunities. But communicating with his dad, man, I love his dad too. Nate Hansen, I'm a big time fan. If you're watching the show,
so
pay
attention as the season goes along because I provide stats of all the players, and that are playing at the next level right now. And I mean, just to go over them, you got Michael Carter in his 5th year at Arizona. Jordan Jefferson in his 2nd year with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Quentin Randolph in his 4th year in the IFL, his 3rd with Vegas Nighthawks. Grady Kelly transfers up to Michigan State this year, and he'll get to go up against Terrence Marshall in his first game, as Terrence is at Western Michigan. Then you got University of West Florida, Devin Wright. Tyrell Marshall's out there, should get some playing time this year.
Tyrell I heard he's getting a lot of time with the ones.
And then you got Vinny Villanova that's got a good chance. Will more likely
to play as a freshman.
Will not be redshirted this year at UWF. And I saw some of his film last week. Coach Wright got some film on him, and he looked good.
Yeah, Cavell Connor, too, the defensive coordinator that played at Clemson for the UWF Argos. He's high on Vinny Villanova. So very excited to see him play. Was talking to Paul Villanova earlier. I know his mom, Cynthia, is excited. I cannot wait to see Vinny hit that field, man.
Then we got Ethan Newman, transfer from Kennesaw State, where he played 2 years there. Now he's over at the University of Memphis, and he's ready. One of the most ready offensive linemen I've ever seen come out of Navarre.
Yeah, he's a pro, too.
Yeah.
He's a pro, absolute pro.
And then we got Jackson Spalla will be the starting center for the Maryville College Scots this year. And
my guy, Jackson.
I had a chance to talk with Jackson when he was home during the summer. Seen him a lot over at Navarre Fitness, getting his workouts in. He's ready for a big season up there in Maryville.
We got his dad, Larry Spina, watching live right now.
Yeah.
What's going on, Larry?
Larry, great guy, great family there.
Yeah.
And they've always been very supportive of what we do. And then you got Nate Hansen up in Ripon, Wisconsin, playing at Ripon College. He'll be a freshman this year. Then we got Andre Spence over at South Alabama, running back. Andre Spence, not defensive.
Don't be surprised if young Andre Spence is carrying that rock as a freshman. He already has college size. He's 5'9", 225.
And he's one of those guys that always falls forward.
Absolutely.
And
tough
Michael
too.
Carter was the same way.
Yeah. Yeah, he's very tough.
And then we got our man, Easy Gasca, up at Capital University in Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
And then the big man, Jakari Thomas, he's back up in Michigan playing for Community Christian College.
Both of those individuals, really solid young men. Easy Gasca has a motor. He doesn't stop.
No.
He does not stop.
And his younger brother is of the same mold as well.
They're in that gym hard, man.
So he'll be a sophomore this year on the offensive line.
Yes, sir.
I believe he plays center and guard.
Yes, sir.
But he doesn't have quite the physique of Easy.
But in that weight room?
But he's a baller.
I think he's already squatting over 500 pounds as a sophomore, bro. I'm serious.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we have to double check with his mom, but he's a beast too, man. And
what you'll find on this show is we also talk about the Gulf South Conference. Schools such as Chowan, Delta State, Erskine, Mississippi College, North Greenville, Valdosta, a national program there for years and years and years. West Alabama and West Florida. West Georgia no longer in the league because they moved up to FCS.
Yep.
That's up there in your neck of the woods in Carrollton, Georgia.
That facility, that campus is nice, Bill.
I went up there Brady's sophomore year.
Yeah.
And what a beautiful, not only a beautiful stadium, but the whole campus is like new.
It looks like a collection of golf courses. I mean, that's how nice the grounds look, Bill.
Oh, it's a great place to watch football there in Carrollton. And it was about an hour south of Rome. So it wasn't much of a bus trip for them when Shorter came down to play. But it was for us a 5-hour drive to Carrollton, 6 hours to Rome. And Georgia can't beat it. And, of course, West Florida. Yep. They established a program early on. Second year they go to the national title game. Year four they win a national title. And I wouldn't be surprised to see West Florida moving up maybe into FCS in a few years. Yeah, we've been waiting for that one, Paul. You missed a couple of games. Yeah, you forgot the Bay and Arnold game and the Pine Forest Pensacola game. Yeah, but you didn't. Typo. Yeah, I figured I already marked it for Pine Forest.
will.
He's going to
Debbie mentioned that.
starting next week.
Debbie mentioned that. Paul was actually giving me some recommendations earlier, some advice on picking.
Don't listen to Paul.
Hey, Bill's a Taurus. You know, he's a Taurus, so he's really competitive.
Yeah, I'm a Pisces. I like to go swimming.
Hey, speaking of shout-outs, Bill, I didn't mention earlier. So
Debbie goes, I know you can be bought. She's right. I can be bought.
One, we have Callan Ronzaville plays softball down at Edward
Working
Ward
out
University.
with us while she was home.
What's going on, man? We also want to shout out Renee Hester, young lady that works out with us all the time. She's going to New York to play some college softball.
Kinesis up in the Buffalo area.
Renee's
where it's cold and it snows a lot.
Yes, sir. She's going to have an incredible freshman year. And also, Karen Duncan Spence. What's going on, young lady? She joined the call as well. Andre's mom. No, she's excited about
Glad that you're all with the program. If you miss any portion of it, you can go back to Irish Bill Sports Live, 944 on YouTube, or you can go to my website, irishbillsports.com. Everything goes immediately to archive after we sign off. So
yes,
if you miss something during the show, Tuesday or Wednesday night, or football game on Friday, you can always go back and catch the live video.
We will also have Irish Bill's link posted on the Legacy Athletics page on Facebook as well. If you're an avid social media person and you like Facebook, you can easily go there, click on the link, and check out any video that you like. Make sure you please like and subscribe. Irish Bill.
So Tuesday nights, any of the three will be with me over at Culver's. On Wednesday nights, everybody comes together as a group. We'll get Navarre coaches. We'll get Navarre players. We'll bring the cheerleaders out. We'll bring the band members out. And we won't stop there. We'll even bring in the ROTC members as we did last year. Yeah. It's the whole Friday Night Light concept here on the Buffalo Wild Wings Coaches Show. And we got to thank Braden Hiltz for bringing us back this year, being a sponsor of IrishBillSports.com. I can't thank all my sponsors enough every year because without them, I couldn't bring these broadcasts and podcasts to you wherever you're at. Yep. And I do have one of my good friends, Todd Alt. He lives in southern Sweden. We've never met in person. We've been friends for 15 years. We met on playing online poker, Texas Hold'em.
Really?
15 years ago. And he's from Oklahoma. He's a big Oklahoma fan. I won't hold that against him, which I always do.
I don't either.
But
when's the last time you won a national title? It's been a minute, huh? Got to think about that one, huh, Bill?
90s?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I'm in Nebraska. Nebraska used to be the team to beat.
Yeah.
Some of those teams in the 90s with Nebraska, oh, my gosh.
Oh, man, Nebraska and the Miami games. And then Notre Dame and Miami. I know you remember those classic games.
Oh, yeah.
What was it, Catholic versus Conference?
We haven't won down in Miami in a long time.
Yeah.
And, in fact, they put a hurting on us the last time we went down there. Actually, the last two times we went down there because, one, we played Alabama, and Alabama put a hurt us on in the championship game after Miami had put a hurting on us in the regular season.
Honestly, right now, I don't think Miami would be able to run with Notre Dame.
I don't either.
Especially with Carson Becker quarterback.
I know he's one of your favorite Georgia quarterbacks, isn't
he? You said he's the most homely looking.
I'm sorry. Some people were just beaten with a stick when they were born. But I guess the money talks.
He earned a lot of income going to Miami. I'm happy for him.
That he did.
Yeah.
But
even happier for my Bulldogs because I think we got a better shot at going back to that.
It looked like in his younger days he practiced without a helmet. But but they got a good coach down there. He'll get the players in. Yeah. But as far as a game day coach, he's just hasn't figured it out yet.
Yeah, I think the alumni really carry that organization right now. That they have a tight group. Michael Irvin, Warren Sapp, a lot of those individuals, they give back to the community, and they also do a lot of recruiting for Miami.
Yeah, Warren Sapp, what a beast.
Yeah, and he's doing big things in Colorado right now, brother.
Yeah, and
out there with Coach Prime.
He is out of he played over out of Popka.
Popka.
The Blue
Darters.
Blue Darters.
Blue Darters, yep. They ran the single wing for a long time, man.
A lot of great players come over from that area, and then you go down south to Belglades, and you don't know where you're going to find football stars. Yeah. And Well, they got to learn to be fast real quick because they had to outrun the alligators.
Yeah.
And they would chase chickens in their yard. That's a true story.
Deion Sanders talks about that.
To get faster.
All right, Paul, have a good night, buddy. Yes, sir.
See you Friday.
Great interview, bud. Yep.
But Paul does a public address for Navarre, and this will be his 3rd year. Are you out of here, Roberto?
5 a.m. comes early, brother.
It does. I'll be up.
Arigato, Mr. Roberto.
Well, he's still in the gym by 4:45 though.
5:30.
He beats me
at
there
the
every
latest.
morning.
I open up the doors.
Yeah. You see these M9s right here? Man.
My good friend Stephen Hatch over in Niceville. He watches all the high school football games in the state of Florida. And he said he was watching the show last night. He said, "Bill, you got some guns." I said, hard work.
Have you seen his calves? That's what I ask everybody.
Well, everybody's seen him now that you
My
posted that
goodness,
video.
Bill, I'm telling you. That's not me posting, Bill. That's not me, I promise. I'm recording the videos, but I'm not posting.
Well, whoever's posting the legacy athletic stuff. Pushing his sled.
Sled through the fence.
Oh, yeah. I thought he was going to go through the fence, man. That's how much ground force production he was producing.
But where I have advantage is I've been blessed with big calves. Or as my good friend, my good friend Brian says, those aren't calves, those are cows. But yeah, the one I really work on is when I'm pulling the sled back, like a defensive back. A lot of them they just walk back, but they don't have my calves. Yeah. But anyways, doing great things over there at Legacy Athletics, and
that's fun.
I'm just looking for. See you Friday.
Hey, Bob.
You going to drive down to Gulf Breeze, or?
Thanks for learning me, brother.
You're going to drive down, or you? Because I'll probably be there early.
And what kind of mood my wife's in.
Well, she's with you, so I see you, brother.
Yeah.
Love you too.
Have a good night, champ. Proud of you.
But hopefully you're enjoying the show tonight, and yeah, I do have a price though, Debbie. And you know what it is. But no, we got to thank Debbie. Debbie's one of our biggest fans. She never misses a show.
Yeah. She's family.
She's a great supporter of Navarre football.
She is family.
And she is family. Yep. Our ever-growing family. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah. Starting to attract some talent there, Bill.
Yeah. But back to Renee.
Yes.
I met Renee last August when I started working out there in the mornings at Navarre Fitness, and her growth over this past year is amazing. Not only as far as physically, but
leadership,
confidence. I mean,
the clutch gene.
You can tell by her picture this morning that we took.
Oh yeah,
and I know she appreciates what we've all done for her, and but like you always say, you got to have the will. You got to be positive. You got to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
And she never quits. Her and Nadia, I mean, gosh, two great leaders.
Fantastic leaders. We talk about intangibles a lot. I know, when you're in the gym and you're working out, you want to develop your physical presence, but it's the things that you develop on the inside that are important. We have 5 intangibles that we communicate about: being coachable and teachable, earning credibility with your coaches, your teammates, having toughness, desire, and competitiveness. And you can see that in most of the athletes that we have. And honestly, they rub off on each other no matter what sport we play. And the cool thing about the Navarre community, we have a lot of athletes and younger adults that's been raised really, really, really good.
Yeah.
So it's, not only are we blessed to work with these individuals, we also, get developed sometimes as well.
And we have one more Hester coming up through the ranks, Riley.
Man.
Volleyball player, softball player.
Yeah, her dad, Jim, is excited about her growth as well. But honestly, with Rachel and Renee, Riley has the potential to
be better than both of them.
I mean, that's saying a lot because they both play D1 softball.
And And they all look alike in the face.
They do.
You can tell that they're sisters.
Yeah, Jim Hester, you did a good job, sir.
Most
definitely. You and your wife cannot deny any of your children. Good job, bud.
No, they look just like them.
Yep.
They look just alike. But we have some great kids. I don't want to miss anybody, so I'm not going to start naming names. But we got some young athletes and people in Navarre that want to get better. And they're doing all that they can to get better.
Hey, Bill, out of the freshmen that are going to have opportunities this year to play on the Navarre football varsity team, who do you feel has and I hate to call someone out, but who do you feel has the best chance to make an impact on the team?
Well, I think we got a couple of them.
Okay.
On the defensive line, Aaron Manuel. I've seen that guy in the weight room. Oh my gosh. He's amazing. You can't tell that this young man's 14 years old.
And he just turned 14, Bill.
And Jacoby Walmsley.
Mm-hmm.
He's been 6'3" since he was in 7th grade. I think he was born 6'3". But not their work ethic is incredible.
Yeah.
Nice young men. They just hard work. That's one thing I've always preached to everyone is hard work, and that's one thing I talked with Brady when he was growing up and getting into football is just continue to work hard and remember that it won't happen on your time. It'll happen on the man's upstairs because our timetables are different than the man above.
That's right.
And but hard work always pays off, and it's just a matter when it pays off.
Yeah, there's a couple of young freshmen that are coming up on offense as well. They're not currently, I believe. Well, one is Peyton John's at quarterback.
He'll be probably the starter on JV team.
Yes, sir. I heard he's going to be a six-quarter guy, athlete, and also Justin Lute. I cannot wait for the audience in Navarre to get to see him out there. That young man is special as well. We got a great group. Alex Hepler as well. I mean, there's so many. We don't want to miss any names.
Ryland Maple
on the defense. Another man, energy guy.
That guy's got almost bigger legs than I do already at 14.
Yeah.
But that freshman class coming in is going to be special.
Yes, sir. And it's been communicated throughout the entire community. There's so many people that trust and believe, and I think the way everything is lining up, hopefully soon we'll be able to reach the pinnacle.
I haven't played this tonight, and I got to
again.
play that because of where we're at.
Let's get it, brother.
This is one of my favorite commercials.
Sometimes all you need to change your life is a sign. Like an actual sign that's like above you. And no, I don't love B-dubs just because I'm a buffalo with wings. Frankly, that's offensive and reductionist. It's like they made beer into a place and gave that place sports and chicken wings. And the people, the best.
Marty! You're dead weight!
Yeah, this place is kind of like heaven. Without needing to get hit
That
by
was
a
not
bus.
intended.
I promise I'm not dead weight. I promise.
That was not intended for you, Marty.
Sometimes all you need to change
But I had to play that at least once since we're in Buffalo Wild Wings, and Braden Hill's bringing us back here for the third straight year, and it's just the atmosphere is incredible in here since they opened the doors.
Everything this year just feels different, Bill.
It does, and we're not just saying that. It just the energy level and it's different.
The experience.
It's different.
Coach Bagley tonight just seemed much. He's always calm, but he just seemed like he.
You haven't seen him on the field much, have you?
Yeah, no. I mean, it seems like he knows.
But he does it with love.
Yeah,
because he truly loves all the players that play underneath him.
He does, and I know last year it hurt because he loved that senior class last year, the 2025 class. Wanted to send them out the right way, but everything happens for good reason. And I truly believe that we learned the lessons that we needed to last year, and we're going to incorporate game plans this year to ensure that we come out on the winning side.
And despite that 3-7 season, they still had 6 players go on to college and playing football.
That's right. That's amazing.
Yeah,
that is
off
amazing.
a 3-7 team.
That's amazing, Bill.
At all levels, NAIA, Division III, Division II,
and that's not including
Division I.
the transfers that we have from the 25 class. And I don't want to bring that up, but We would have had a total of 12.
Well, Dante Core was one. He's at Ole Miss.
E.J. Love, J.J. Lewis.
Connor Matthews is
Connor
at
Matthews,
is
C.J.
at
Hill.
South Florida.
We literally
Xavier Hamilton is at South Florida.
Yeah. That 2025 class, their 14U roster had 14 athletes receive offers from D2 or above programs.
And I tell you, I loved watching Dante Core hit.
Yeah. He was physical.
When he hits you knew it.
He's physical, man.
Most definitely. I'm anxious to see if he'll get on the field this year for Ole Miss, maybe special teams or. But
we got a few athletes from the area down at Ole Miss, correct?
Yeah, you have. Well, you got one at Mississippi State from Pace, Joseph Skipworth.
Yeah.
He went to Mississippi State.
What about Ladarian? Is it Ladarian Clarity?
Yeah, the youngest Clarity.
Well?
Yeah. His older brother, unfortunately, shot in Pensacola. Was looking at a bright future at Kennesaw State.
For sure.
They loved him up there in Kennesaw.
He was fun to watch at quarterback, man.
Yeah.
Fun to watch.
We got a special talent like that up there in Milton this year with Caden Hall.
Caden Hall, yeah.
Oh, my God. One of the best athletes in the area.
Yeah, man. So I actually, when I coached youth football, Bill, we ran that dominant blue darter offense, that single wing. So this year, it seems like Milton's going to incorporate a lot of that old school, like Tim Tebow when he was at Florida.
A real good coach, Ronnie Douglas, has been around these parts forever.
Yeah.
And you can't turn your head without seeing a Ronnie's car wash. Those are all his.
Yep.
And
great business idea.
In his first year at Milton this year, trying to get that program, their first 0-10 season last year, and that is very un-Panther-like.
No, it's and they had way more
pace.
Talent.
I mean, gosh.
Yeah.
They just continue to roll. And Coach Smith takes over for his dad.
That offensive line at Pace, man. Wow.
Grant Wise has been a first-team all-stater since his freshman year.
Yeah. Have you seen his film?
I haven't of late.
I mean, I felt like he had 100 pancakes on there last year, man.
No wonder he's so big eating all those pancakes.
Bro. What? Oh, my goodness.
But, yeah, he's already committed to Clemson.
Yep.
He'll fit in really well with Dabo Sweeney.
I heard he's going to leave after the season.
Yeah, so he's done after the football season. So no going back for state weightlifting championships. He's got his fair share of them already.
Hey, Patrice, that's really good news for our guy, Peyton Robinson.
Yeah, Peyton's going to be a junior this year.
He has an opportunity to win a state title.
And he is it seems like every day I see him, he's grown.
Yeah. He's a bear.
Not outwardly, but he keeps growing up.
Yeah, and he's.
Zevin wishes he could get some of Peyton's height.
Well, some of Zamir's height, right?
Yeah,
brother.
Zamir. Yeah, Zamir
6'4",
and Peyton are both about the same size height-wise.
Yeah, Stanley, we got to take care of that, Stanley Jones. Come on now.
But, yeah, Zevin, though, just because he doesn't have the height, he's one heck of an offensive lineman.
Yeah, he does have collegiate offers already. Though.
And he's got some lungs, too. He can sing.
He does, yeah.
Him and Roman Marshall sang the part of the choir last Friday at the Commerce Breakfast over at St. Sylvester's Church. We're both in the choir singing the national anthem.
Yeah, they're both well-rounded individuals, very smart, high GPAs.
How often do you go to breakfast or something like that where you have two football players singing in the choir?
The thing I loved about it the most is they don't feel like they're too cool for school.
Yeah.
Being in the chorus and the choir, that's amazing, man.
Well, Roman's mom was an accomplished this is not a known fact to a lot of people, but remember when they went up with music years ago?
Oh, yeah.
She was part of that. His mom sang.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. And that's why Roman loves singing because his mom was really – and he's very good at gymnastics, too. In fact, more than likely going to either Alabama or UCF on a cheerleading scholarship.
Yeah.
And but that's where he gets his talent from, his mom.
Yeah. Well, his dad's no slouch either.
No.
Yeah.
He's back in the gym too. He's looking good.
You're inspiring the entire community, Bill. Hey, look at the video. Your arms are bigger than mine, bro. Come on, look at that.
Yeah, but I can't push the racks like you do.
No, this ain't about
I'll
me.
get there though.
No, this ain't about me.
And I even had a 17-year head start on you.
Yeah. Hey, look, but we're gonna be in this thing together for a while, Bill.
I'm not going anywhere, and I'm glad that I'm officially retiring in the next month after 41 years.
Congratulations
to the Air
Force.
Force.
For your service.
Thank you,
my brother.
came in contact with a lot of really good people and some not so good in their own way, but I can't complain about the 41 years that I spent in the military and in civilian service. It's now hopefully my son's going to be following that route here in the very near future.
Yeah, Brady's.
For those that don't know, my son Brady got accepted into Liberty University he's working on his second master's program in divinity, and he has put in his package to go in the Air Force as a chaplain. Waiting to hear back really soon, hopefully.
Very excited for Brady. Looking forward to the journey and witnessing his greatness and carrying on the Hamill legacy.
And I always tell people, I said he's going to be the most buff chaplain in the Air Force.
Yeah, he's man.
He loves the weight room.
He's the strongest kicker that I've ever seen.
Yeah,
bar none.
Well, people always used to complain and say, Brady, you're just a kicker that power lifts. No, it was. He goes, you're just a power lifter that kicks. And he goes, no, I'm a kicker that power lifts.
Hey, he told me the stories about lifting with linebackers in college just because.
At Miles College,
the special teams guys couldn't stick with him.
No, especially on the bench.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't lift with him.
Yeah.
So he went to the O-line and D-line and lifted with them. And that, unfortunately, that made him a bigger part of the team, mixed himself in with all positions on the team, not just kicking and punting. But I look forward to what's ahead for him, and but he's off to doing great things as your four are.
Yeah.
Your daughter in the Air Force. She's been in 3 or 4 years now.
Yeah. Close to 3.
And you got Jalen, who played at Navarre as well.
Yeah, he's doing his thing out here. He's out. He lives out in Pensacola. Went to school for game coding, doing some real estate. I mean, he's doing everything.
You know, that's where it's at these days. The game coding and
multiple opportunities.
Yeah. He probably spends as much time on Xbox as my son does. but you know what? It's not a bad thing because that's where they maintain their relationship with their friends.
For sure, and that's his passion. Honestly, Bill, like when they were all young, I'm sure you were the same way. We sit down and have goal sessions, and I would just ask them, what do you want to do? What do you foresee happening? We write it down, and I wanted them to stay in that state of mind. When they were kids, no fear, right? What do you want to do? You put everything into it. If it doesn't work out how you want to, we got plenty of opportunities elsewhere.
Most definitely. And we got started a little bit late. Buffalo Wild Wings was really busy this evening, so we got about a 10-minute start. And I'm glad that you stuck with us through the delay. And we're an hour and a half into the show already.
Doesn't seem like it.
It never seems like it, but that's nice when we can split time up and give your voice a rest and mingle around Buffalo Wild Wings here. Great atmosphere, especially it's going to get better as college and pro football get ready to kick off this weekend.
Yes, sir. Man, what a time of year. And now, we get to watch some high school volleyball as well, man. I'm very
I think they're at home tomorrow night. I might have to sneak out.
Yeah, against
I might have to sneak out and catch a little bit of volleyball tonight.
Yeah, if you like volleyball, we have a lot of good teams in the area, but Gulf Breeze down the street and Navarre High School have some of the top players in Florida. Actually, the Pensacola News-Journal Offensive Player of the Year, Caitlin Willer, plays at Navarre High School.
She works out in the morning at Navarre Fitness.
And also Nina Malave.
Her sister as well.
Yeah. Amelia.
Amazing volleyball players in that family.
Yes, sir. No, they got some really good parents, too. We can go on and on about the parenting out here. Wow. It's so
we go, even the young guys, we got
board.
Frankie. Frankie comes in, rides his bike from home. He lives back behind Navarre Fitness somewhere. But I see him in the morning riding his bike down to the gym to work out, 12 years old.
Yeah, the commitment and the discipline and also the confidence because he's working out with older athletes.
And
he doesn't shy away at all.
He's not intimidated one bit.
He's inspired every day. So,
but it's great to see the young athletes. And that's the sports in Navarre are going to go to a next level here in the next couple of years.
The future in general. And honestly, the teaching and the parenting are very important in the area, and these athletes are well educated, and they're inspired to do great things. The future of Navarre is very, very bright. The entire Panhandle. We got so much talent in the area, and I'm looking forward to the world, and the United States of America recognizing the work that we're doing out here in the Panhandle.
Because it's always nice to be.
Wait a minute. This sounds interesting. I'm back in the saddle again, out where a friend is a friend, where the longhorn cattle feed on the lowly Timpson weed. I'm back in the...
People probably wonder why I go to the older music. Well, a lot of it's before my time, but a lot of the music you can understand, and they have meaning. And because some of the music today, I don't know where they're going with this music, but you can always reach back and Bob drops a word anytime during the broadcast. I find a song that goes to, and you introduced me to a new one last night as well.
Cadillacs.
Let me see if I've got that here.
Speedo.
And
my taste for music comes from my mom. She was very passionate about music, to say the least.
Seal your masterpiece with the God's Holy Water Sacred Shield.
Once we get through the commercial here.
What makes someone's work a work of art?
We're gonna skip that real quick.
One of my favorite songs of all time right here.
Have to deal with this tonight. This was last Friday night.
That was Friday. I'm telling you, a lot of us parents were disappointed, but it worked out.
From our spot up on whatever's going on at that time, and it's just we like to have fun here on both shows at Irish Bill's Twist on Sports on Tuesday at Culver's, and then Buffalo Wild Wings here, the coaches show here every Wednesday night, and we're here till the Raiders are done playing football.
That's right. And who knows, we might be here for some softball. Don't want to throw that out there, Bill.
We are.
No pressure.
We are definitely going to get some softball in this coming season. Look for big things out of the Lady Raiders on the softball diamond. Looking for the new youngster, Cammie, coming to the painted circle.
Oh, Cammie Kendall.
Well, I got to tell you a little bit about Cammie. Cammie comes to the fitness center in the morning. It looked like somebody stole her Cheerios. And so I have now a purpose. Every time that Cammie, she doesn't like to smile. I know I'm calling you out, Cammie. I'm sorry, but my goal every day now, once I'm around you, is to try and make you smile.
Yeah.
And I will not give up.
Yeah. Man.
But that does not take away from her leadership as well. This morning she was working.
She's leading. Man,
when
she's
we were
leading.
over, what's that machine called over there?
Oh, the squat, the leg press, not the leg press machine, hack squat machine.
Hack squats.
Yeah.
She was over there helping the younger.
Yeah.
Well, not younger.
Peyton Daniels.
Callie
Hobbs.
Yeah.
Some of her older teammates, actually.
Yeah. So that's a sign of a leader.
She is.
Already as a freshman coming in. I haven't seen her play yet. I'm anxious to watch her throw that big softball.
She could potentially be throwing 70, close to 70 as a freshman, Bill. She got 7 pitches.
Well, she'll be catching up with the young lady up there in pace.
Oh, yeah, Coach O?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, are you talking about Hannah?
Yeah, Hannah.
The pitcher, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, she's
we
talented.
went up there and watched that playoff game, and she was throwing smoke.
She was. It was a really good game. I mean, both teams showed up. But Pace.
A lot of that, though, is a product of their weight program up at Pace.
Yes, sir. I'm not going to speak on the Pace weight program.
No, we're not. But
we're good friends.
Navarre's is going to be catching up with them rather soon.
That's right. Actually, Coach Kristen, I don't know if Coach Bagley has an opportunity to communicate with you about. I think he stepped down as the weightlifting coach.
I heard that.
And he's just focusing on being a head coach, being the CEO. And Coach Kristen, the young lady now, is running the weightlifting team, I believe.
Well, if you don't know Coach Bagley's history with the weightlifting program at Navarre, he has like 6 state titles with the women and like 4 or 5 runner-ups.
Yeah.
And then he's got 1 title with the men as well.
Yeah, man.
With the guys.
He's been so consistent.
7 state titles.
So consistent and incredible. That's huge for a program that's only started less than, 25 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 2000 was the first graduating class at
Okay,
Navarre.
so we're right at 25, 26 years. Yeah. And for Navarre to have the success that it's had, we got to give that credit to Coach Bagley and Coach Walls. They did a really good job of developing the program, and the future is bright. I think next year we have a possibility of having a few state champions at the school, led by Rowan Strom and young Peyton Robinson and Bryce Wheeler. So very excited about the entire year. It's going to be a big one for the Navarre Raiders.
Let me see. I got to bring up something around in my countdown. The very first Navarre Raider to win a state weightlifting title was back in the 2000 class. I think he wore number 2, if I remember right. No, actually, it was 3 days.
Wore number 3?
Actually, he wore number 4 back in the class of 2002. Darren Ayers played linebacker and wide receiver at Navarre. He was Navarre's first state weightlifting champion.
That's pretty good information right there, brother.
Yeah. But I hope we're winding down on the countdown. We're 2 days now, and we got 1 more day, and then we have kickoff.
So what picture are you going to post for the 1 day post?
The 1 day. Well, we've had a
lot of ones.
Well, let me pull up my list roster here.
It's always exciting to see who Bill's going to recognize in that post.
Well, I would post them all, but last year Facebook had an issue with some of my posts, even though I've been doing it for the last 15 years. But number 1, here's some of the ones that you're going to see. We even got 0, so we're going to mention 3 on Friday as well.
Yeah.
Howie Walker, back on 2014, a linebacker. Tommy Leggett, one of the Leggett boys.
Yeah, man.
He went on and played at Hancock Community College in California, then at Texas Tech. Royce Thomas, Saturn Wagner was a kicker.
Saturn was a good guy.
Yeah, hard worker. Marlon Courtney III.
He could spin it.
Yeah, and my son grew up as his older brother Tyrell. They moved away, then came back from Virginia. Jason Deal, class of 21. Calvin Stubbs in 22. Terrence Marshall.
Yeah, Terrence Marshall.
About ready to hit the Division I level this year with Western Michigan. And then this year's Marquez White switching over to the offensive side of the ball.
Man,
They still get some defensive playing in, but I look for big things on Marquez. And then we got 3 that have worn 0. E.J. Love off at East Carolina now.
Yeah.
Looking for big things out of him. Rylan Reynolds had a good senior year in 24.
Yeah, he did.
And then Chase Moses, the senior defense. He's one of the seniors that on this team, because this team is pretty much loaded with sophomores and juniors.
It is.
And a lot of these guys coming back.
Woo.
And some freshmen.
Wow.
Because, you know, Coach Bagley, it's whoever's the best player at that position is going to play. It doesn't matter if you're a senior or a freshman.
Yep, you have to. That really says a lot about the competitive spirit of Coach Bagley.
Yeah.
You know?
So we're approaching 10 o'clock. I think it's about time we say goodnight, and because we got to get up early in the morning and head over to Navarre Fitness.
Got to be at the gym early.
Got to be at gym early, and then we're going to be a long day because I think we're going to venture out to the high school for the volleyball match against Pace.
Yes.
And so that's
actually,
our Thursday.
Tate.
Tate. Okay.
Yeah.
And Tate is a district. That's a district game as well.
District opponent, yeah.
Yeah. So big things happening now as we're into another school year here in the Navarre area.
Yep.
And Friday night, opening night, kickoff.
It's going down.
We're at home away.
Love-hate relationship.
We appreciate Golf Breeze.
Love-hate with Golf Breeze, you know.
We appreciate Golf Breeze allowing us Navarre to use the stadium this week since our field is unplayable. And the JV game that was supposed to be played Monday against Choctaw here is now going to be played at Choctaw on Monday.
Okay.
So the field, though, give time for the field to decide to settle a little bit, and then we'll be at Choctaw next Friday night. Then we'll have our open week. Labor Day weekend. That's when NFL regular season kicks off.
It's time.
Football, football, football.
It's time.
The pigskin is back.
That's right.
And you never know which way it's going to bounce. So we're going to head on out. I want to thank Paul Villanova and Sir Roberto Grant.
Coach Garrett Bagley.
Coach Garrett Bagley, for Marty and myself and the staff here at Buffalo Wild Wings. We met a nice young lady server here tonight,
Ellie.
and Ellie.
Yeah, Ellie.
Give her a little shout out.
Yeah.
She just moved to the area, and so welcome to Navarre, Ellie, and we'll see you probably next Wednesday night. Hopefully at least 11, maybe 12, maybe 13, maybe 14 Wednesdays to come. As long as Navarre's playing, we go after the last game is when we shut off our Buffalo Wild Wings coaches show. So, but thanks you all for sticking with us tonight. It's been Buffalo Wild Wings coaches show from Buffalo Wild Wings in Navarre. For Marty Wilson, it's Irish Bill. Hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll talk at you Friday night from Gulf Breeze Stadium as the Raiders play host to the Catholic Crusaders. Until then, may the winds ever be at your back. This is Irish Bill signing off.
Blessings in abundance to everyone. Have a good night.